Welcome, everybody, to Super Gamecast Bros. I am your host, Tad Ryzen, and to my right, the Teach himself, Kyle Ryzen. Kyle, it's official. We're doing this. Episode 1. Man. We got our papers. We're gonna dig all into this. We're all excited, man. Look, first off, since we're actually officially doing this now, I think we should plug our stuff so the audience knows where they can go.
Yes.
So, one, they can go to our Facebook page, which, if I'm not mistaken, is facebook.com/Super Bros. They can also go to that way we can build our community, because we are all super friends and we're all going to make this one giant awesome thing. It's youtube.com, I think, /Super Bros. I think everything is this. And then patreon.com/Super Bros. Kyle,
we're the Super Bros.
We are the Super Bros. Oh, Kyle, real quick, because I know we've been on a roll talking about our things here. We did some commercial pluggies here. What can people... First off, they can watch this episode for free.
For free.
On YouTube. So even if you don't have the cash to go to Patreon, totally cool. Maybe you're not sold on it yet, totally cool. Mm-hmm. You can definitely watch it on YouTube, or you can go to Patreon for $1. You can get this episode, right?
$1.
Is this episode gonna be worth $1?
Ooh, $1.
I hope so. It better be. So you can definitely help support us if you want it, because remember, this is only just gonna help us grow, and then eventually we can do more content. We're hopefully going to move into a more part-time and full-time roles. We're hopefully going to be hiring people. So, once again, the more you guys back us, the more videos we can get out for you, and hopefully, it just becomes a giant thing for you guys. So I'm excited to get this up and going. Enough of the logistics here, Kyle. I'm excited. There's so much going on here in games. It's 2018, probably one of the best years of gaming. But what have you been playing?
Nothing that has come out in 2018.
Why does it always seem like, and I know we've talked about this, an idea for a show, why are we always a day late to literally every game that comes out, except for God of War? You were on that.
Yeah, I did play God of War.
And we'll jump back to God of War a little later.
With me, at least with 2018, all the games that I've wanted to play are sequels to games I didn't play in the first place. So I don't want to play the sequel before I play the...
I'm very much a chronological person.
Yep.
I can skip, but only if I've played the one prior. I'm like, I don't need to. Or it's separate.
Yes.
You know how Final Fantasy 7 and 8 are two completely different games.
Yeah.
Then I'm okay just jumping in. But even then, it still irks me that that numbers there. It's
Yep.
And that's why I'm kind of glad nowadays that certain games are just doing the Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because I don't feel attached to go play.
Even then, I'm like, oh man, but
same.
Syndicate came out before that. Gotta play it.
Yep. That's why I really like, and shout out. I'm a patron to their page, but alltimelines.com. Those guys are super awesome with their...
I do like that web.
So, yeah, go check out their Patreon. They're definitely... And once again, I'm a patron. They don't give us any money for advertising. It's just a super awesome site, and I really like those guys over there. Or guy. He works really hard.
So, as far as what I'm playing two games majorly right now. I'm doing a lot of Fallout 3.
My fave. Or one of them.
Strictly for... No, not strictly, because I've only played the main story. I want to get all the side stories in there and DLC, but I'm trying to 100% and get all the achievements.
That's really hard. So here's something I just want to throw at you, because that's what I tried doing, and I got majority of them. The only one that's a swift kick, and I don't know if I can go back and do it without having to mess with a save or something. Or actually two of them. If you look through the achievements, there's achievements for your karma at a level.
Got it.
I missed the first one. I got all the other ones, but or at least I think I did. but I missed the very first one, which was like level 14 or something. And then I realized it because I forgot, and I was like, no! And I didn't save in an appropriate place.
That sucks.
I'm going to have to restart it.
So, real quick, what did you do? Because I always had really good karma.
Same.
I would have a save like right before I leveled up. That way I could...
Like just go into a town, murder it.
My choice of town has always been Megaton. I go there and I just shoot everybody.
I took a mini nuke once and shot the nuke, and it just explodes. And then you know how when you die, your body just starts like flopping around, and all you just see is this fire, and then you're just there like.
Oh man, the one
I love Megaton.
The one achievement that I'm like, this is gonna be a pain in the ass, is completing the Nuka-Cola challenge where you have to get to 30.
It's not hard.
No? Okay.
Mm-mm.
I started a couple days ago and I have like 6, 7.
When I decided that was going to be the next achievement for me, I think I was literally like 4 away.
Really?
What level are you at though?
I'm almost at 19.
Maybe just because I've played the game so much, like I'm a master at it, that like I know where like all the Nuka-Colas are. There's a Nuka-Cola plant too. There's a lot of them.
I just went through that.
There's a few there's like 3 in Paradise Falls. There's like 3 there.
Half the problem is, well, there's
because you have to steal them.
I went on.
You have to steal them.
I went online and saw that there's 94 available in the world. But I probably, before I knew what the Nuka-Cola challenge was, I probably had already found like 10, 15 and sold them for money.
Oh!
Yeah.
Man. Dude, I don't think... You know what's funny? Is in the last time I played 3, which is end of last year, beginning of this year, I don't think I sold a thing.
What?
I'm just that good at playing the game and like knowing
How did you make money?
Just from missions and killing people and
really?
like yeah. Well, I play the game like a merc. So like people were consistently paying me. So like my karma is usually always good, but it's like just above like neutral because like I'm still shady enough to like people are like, well that's up, you know. Well, I shouldn't have said that. We'll bleep that.
What are you playing?
So you said you were playing multiple games, right?
Well,
what other?
So that's the main. That's what I'm playing on console, but I have been playing a lot of Pokemon Yellow.
So I'm in a similar boat. We'll talk about that. So I'm pretty much. I've been playing kind of 3 games, but I'd say probably primarily 2. I've been playing Far Cry 5,
okay,
which I think is awesome. I will admit you do a lot of the same thing over and over and over.
That is what I've heard about all the Fallout games.
Far Cry.
Far Cry.
You know what though? But it's so much fun that like...
You don't even mind?
I don't mind. The thing that I will say though is that one small thing will take you right away from it, and you're just like, meh. To where like if like something, like let's say Spider-Man comes out tomorrow, and I'm like, oh, I gotta play Spider-Man. I'll probably. It's hard to think like, oh, should I just go back to the Far Cry? Okay. So the little story there is in 5 is really good, but like there's so much in between, to where like it's easy to just get pulled into something else.
That's what I did with Red Dead Redemption. Now, I played Red Dead a good 5 years after it came out. I put maybe 10 hours into it, if that. And I don't even remember... I know people have said it has a good story. Maybe I didn't get that far into it. But something came out. I don't remember what it was.
And you just never went back?
I think it was Shadow of Mordor came out. And I was like, yep.
You know what? And we'll touch on that because we're going to talk. One of the things today we're going to talk about games that come out in 2018. But yeah, that's kind of I really like Far Cry, so much so that I actually even bought some of the microtransactions, like the silver. Dude, it's that much fun though that I wanted like the especially guns and like cars.
Really?
Yeah, that I dropped like $50 on it. I know, and I'm not. Yeah, I really shouldn't have done it, but I did. Wow. I really and I want to go back. My in between game was, for whatever reason, I just had this hankering that I wanted to play Halo, and so I put Master Chief Collection in, and I've actually really never kind of like dug through the story. I just have this attachment to Halo 1 multiplayer as a kid growing up, but I really don't have a fond memory of the story. So I started playing the story, and it's cool. As Master Chief Collection, with the touch of a button, you can toggle back. Have you played the Master Chief?
Yes.
And how you can just toggle from the original to the new?
I think that's just the first game, from what I remember.
Oh, is it? That's all I've been playing.
Yeah.
It's just the first one.
The second game, I think the graphics might be rezzed up a little bit, but they've added in like the cutscenes are completely redone for 2.
Oh, are they? Okay.
And I think 3 looks the same as when it did.
Yeah, that was 360.
Yeah.
Not OG Xbox. So I'm sure that looked.
Yeah,
it looks. I remember it looking amazing when it came out too.
I played 1 and 2 on the OG Xbox, and then I bought 3 on the 360. But then when 4, I didn't buy 4 when it came out, but I went ahead and got the Master Chief Collection
and played 4 there.
I went through all of them.
And that's probably what I'll end up doing. But like, for whatever reason, man, I am playing through 1 and I'm like, man, this feels like an old school PC game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those early 2000 like shooter PC games. Like, I'm playing it because all of a sudden you want to hit buttons that are like typical in like modern shooters, and I'm like, why is this not jump? Why is reload like?
Yeah, that's the one thing.
Golly, dude. And I'm like, I'll die because like I'm trying to reload, or I'm trying to do something. I'm trying to throw a grenade. I'm like, why is this over here? And you can't, and if I want to remap, I got to pull out my Elite controller, and I'm just like, no.
Well,
like,
that's for the first hour or 2. That was screwing me up on Fallout 3. I would keep going to jump, so I'd hit A, but that's the select button. I'd go to jump over a rock, and I'd just run right into it. And then it took me pressing all the buttons individually.
What is it? Is it B?
Y.
Really? In Fallout?
At least for 3. It took me hitting all the different buttons, because B brings up your Pip-Boy.
Oh, it does. That's stupid.
And
boo, Bethesda. I love Bethesda, but boo. You know, I'm so used to it. But no, like that's. I was with was it Last Guardian, which came out last year, right?
Is that good, by the way?
I didn't finish it because the control. This is where I'm getting at. The controls are super wonky. It feels like you're playing a PS2 game. And I was so turned off. I'm like, I'll come back to this, and never did.
That is exactly why I
pissed me, because one of the first things it does, triangle, and I'm like, why? Why would you do? It's 2018. Like, get real here.
That's the same reason why I refused to buy Shadow of the Colossus on PS4. I played
Mine's
it on,
still sealed.
I played it on 2, loved it. So when it came out on PS3, I bought it. And I played it like a year or 2 ago, and I was like, man, this is going to be tough to get through. So I just decided not to go through it.
I'm like dreading trying to go back through it, and literally so much so that I have the special edition that comes with like the steel case and some DLC or whatever, still wrapped, because I can't bring
DLC
my
DLC for that game.
I think it's just different skins.
Okay.
That's all it is like you get new skins or something. So the other thing that I know we can touch on real quick is the fact that you're playing yellow and I'm playing blue right now, which in turn is, I feel like, awesome and dumb because the new Hey You games are going to come out, which are supposed to be different, but we all know they're going to be probably the same. You know what I mean? It's gonna it's just gonna be a new twist on blue, red, yellow, fire, green.
I mean, they might try and add in.
It's a prequel,
story, but it's the same gym leaders, the same Pokemon.
It's the same region.
Yeah,
same region.
Maybe there'll be a cool story. I've heard the later Pokemon games actually have good stories.
I haven't played any of the later. I own all of them.
I've actually never played one. I haven't played one past Sapphire.
Yeah, I think the latest one that I actually attempted to play was I think it was Ruby. Yeah.
That's
same.
That's my main goal with playing Yellow. I want to catch all the Pokemon that are available in Yellow.
Put them in your bank, and
then I'll move on to either Silver, Gold, or Platinum. Catch all the ones in that version.
I almost at that point, because I want to do the same thing. I think I'm actually, which is dumb because I already bought them because I buy everything in sight. Because I have a problem with my money. I think I'm actually going to play the DS version on my 3DS. The Soul Silver.
Yes, I want to do the same thing.
I want to play on 3DS, but I want to play whatever is the best way on my 3DS because I like the way the 3DS, even though there's just a big square, I like the way the 3DS feels and works better than the DS. The DS is just I mean, they're similar, but it feels a little bit clunkier, and the interface isn't. Well, I mean, whatever. I'm just being persnickety.
Yeah. So I want to catch them all. I want to catch all the Pokemon.
Same.
But not necessarily all in one game. As long as they're all in the bank, I'm going to count that.
Yeah, and the rumor is, from what I know, is that Pokebank currently is not on Switch, will not be with Hey You.
Okay.
Or Let's Go. Sorry. Hey, I don't.
Hey You, Pikachu.
That's what I'm thinking. The Let's Go.
That was the one where you fed Pikachu, right? And you it was an
N64 Pikachu interactive game, and it had the attachment where the little microphone where you could say commands to it too.
Oh man,
so dumb. But now he's a detective.
I want to play that.
So do I. There's a movie coming out. Ryan Reynolds is gonna be Pikachu.
I heard that.
So silly.
But I don't want to play it until I get up there.
Yeah. So here, let's something. I'm really, really excited.
This is something that
I really like this for whatever reason, because maybe just because I've worked in the business world for so long, and still do, with my full-time job. PlayStation 4 currently sits at 82.2 million units sold, not shipped. Shipped reported, I think right now is 84, close to 85.
Oh wait, no, that's 82.82 million
in customers' hands. Not sitting in a shipped means that all have been shipped, and some could be sitting in a retail store still.
Oh, okay.
82.2 has been sold, all points of purchase kind of thing.
That's PlayStation 4?
PlayStation 4 only.
Okay.
So, and I think this is awesome. And then on top of this, and we'll get into both of them here, PlayStation, which I'm stupid excited for this, 'cause I love limited edition consoles. I literally have a limited edition hard drive here in front of me, external, because I'm sad. They're releasing a 500 million PlayStation's units sold console. It's this PlayStation 4 Pro. It's translucent blue, and it has this really beautiful copper.
It's translucent.
It's translucent. It has this copper plate at the bottom of it that it's one out of. There's 5,000 of them, so
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's it. So it's going to kind of be like the 20th anniversary PlayStation 4, to where a few retailers are going to have the ability to sell it, and then they're just going to, in UK, they've already sold out. They already did a launch for it, or pre-release there, and then on Friday they're going to do one. So I'm hopefully going to try and catch one. I really wanted the Spider-Man console, but when I saw this, I was like, forget it. I have to have this. And then if I can't get it, if I can't buy it fast enough, then I'll do the Spider-Man still. Yeah. But if not, Spider-Man's gone. This is going to be it for me. And they have headphones too. I want the headphones.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're gold headphones. They're not the platinums, but it's the same color.
Oh, okay.
So and it'll go good because I have the 20th anniversary, the Uncharted, and I'll have these. So I'll have all the main 3 limited headphones. They sound wonderful. 7.1 simulated. It's great. But here, so one, just small question: Do you care about limited edition hardware or not really?
I think it looks awesome, but
It just sits in your entertainment center.
Do I want to go spend $500 for a console I already own? Yes, it has like more storage and it looks.
But you can get external hard drives though, even for Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah,
though
so
you don't need. Even Switch has the ability.
I can't justify buying one. Just because I don't have a Pro.
But and I think you should now that you have the 4K TV. I think you should.
But the
itch is real.
The X is better.
Oh no, I agree.
So
100% agree.
I don't.
But still,
I don't want to.
But if I'm playing God of War, I want to play God of War and the best fidelity possible.
This is true.
It's okay. I'm in the opposite sense to where I have a really nice monitor and with really good specs, but it's not 4K. And so I'm in that shoe to where like I really want a 4K television now, but one, I'm looking to move. Mm-hmm. To me, moving is more important than I'd rather be in a new place and get the TV.
Down, yeah.
Plus, too, a lot of you guys know this, I'm fighting cancer, so it's like step by step. I'm gonna finish my treatments, which hopefully done by closer to the end of the year or whatever. Move, and then I want to get the 4K TV because I think it's pointless to buy. And I want to get a decent size TV too.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm looking at one of the Vizio Quantums I really like. I'm not going to buy a 65-inch television to put in a room, to put back in a box, to move, with the ability of it potentially getting damaged or it's just not what I want. I'd rather move into a new place, new TV, new couch. I'd rather make those goals for myself versus like unprioritizing. Like kind of like what your responsibility for.
The most stressful, one of the most stressful moments in my life was right after I bought the 4K TV, because then I had to load it into the car and then drive home. That was the slowest I have ever driven.
I'm one of those dudes to where like I don't have a truck like you, and actually that's another thing too. I'm considering buying another vehicle, even though I have a really nice car. It is an older nice car. Has a lot of miles on it, and with that comes a lot of repairs. And I'm hitting a point to where I think I want to buy another vehicle, which I'm considering buying a truck. But that being said, even with the truck, there's a part of me would still rather have it delivered.
Yeah.
Because it comes on a UPS truck. That's what they're meant to do. But I've also seen work, managing a distribution center at one point in time. I've also seen what UPS can do. It's almost like it just depends on who it is. Like there's guys who just throw things on the truck, and there's guys that are like super careful and like it looks better than what I did in the box does in the store. So I think it's a case by case basis.
I think what freaked me out and why I drove so slow was one.
You're like flying.
I did. The most I've spent on a TV. Yeah, most I've spent on a TV. And a Best Buy guy was helping me load it into my trunk, and as we're doing it, there's a guy that walks out of Best Buy. He looks at us and he goes, "That thing's gonna break."
Oh my God! Just a normal dude.
Yeah, he was just went to Best Buy, bought something. He's walking out, looks at what I'm doing. He's like, "That TV's gonna break. You know that, right?"
Irritates me. People just trying to shove their negativity.
If you're watching this, it didn't break and it works.
Jerk. People.
I drove like 35 miles an hour on the way.
I don't blame you. You put the flashes on. You're like coasting into your.
I don't remember if I did that, but I might have put my flashes on.
You don't have a cover over your back either, do you?
No.
I would be more, especially living in Florida. I'd be more concerned about rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really would. I mean, I think if I was going to be dropping that much money, I would. On anything, a TV, a guitar amp, whatever, I would literally would be checking the weather if I'm driving it home. If I can't, if it's going to be exposed like that, or I would purposely, just because I'm one of those dudes, I would rent like one of those like super mini like U-Haul things that you just attach, like shove it in, just so I can have a sealed door.
Like what, $35 or something?
Yeah,
those things are pretty cheap.
Well, why not? For the peace of mind. How much is your peace of mind worth?
The $35.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How much is your peace of mind worth? So, beyond that,
yes.
So back to the business stuff though, which is the meat and potatoes that I really like with the game world. So there are 82.2 million units sold. The thing I want to ask you, and I've written some stats down on our papers here.
Yep.
Where do you think? Who's it going to surpass? So, because here's more to the question though. So we're at 82.2 million, right?
That's how many years?
It came out in 2013, so it's what, 5 years, right?
Okay.
It was 2018.
5 years.
So, in one of the board meetings, they made a reference that the next PlayStation, presumably PlayStation 5 is even what they called it, is probably going to be 2021.
Yep.
And on top of this, and this is just plain strategy here, I think Xbox, their next box,
will be 2020.
Will be 2020, which I think will cut into the PlayStation 4 sales.
Yes.
I think both consoles will probably announce a new console next year at E3 2019. I think sales are going to halt almost on PlayStation 4. I think you'll get a small rush like you did with the PlayStation 2 and 3 to where like they drop the price down to like $199, and we're almost even there, with the S and the slim PlayStation. We're getting close to a $199 sticker price, but I think we'll ultimately hit $199, especially with knowing that new stuff is coming, because they won't be able to move those units if it's not that cheap. And really, if they really want to get good, they'll price it $150, but it's not going to happen. It'll be $199. So, my question to you here:
could you imagine like a PlayStation 4 being $150?
Well, did you see the? I don't know. I think we talked about it. The rumors of Scarlet. Xbox's next console is codenamed Scarlet.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that there's going to be a streaming. Set top.
Yes, we did talk about
and
that.
then there will be the actual like console, which will also have streaming, but that will be like a normal like $300-$400 console. But then if you just want the streaming device, it's gonna be like it's rumored to be $129.
I before I would buy it,
I'd still buy the big boy.
I would look at.
I still want the big boy one.
Yeah, I would compare the specs.
I want the ability of both. Oh, the specs are gonna be better on the big one. By far.
I'd get the big one.
Yeah, same. That's just the guy I was gonna have to. Then you should get a Pro. Then I should get a Pro, which I am gonna get a Pro.
I will get a Pro one day. One day. I just bought the X.
You'll buy a Pro, and then E3 they'll announce that the PlayStation 5's backwards, and a Pro, and you'd be like,
I would be so mad.
I would not be like, yeah, take my money.
Nope. I would go to wherever I bought it. Oh, sorry. I changed my mind. This isn't what I wanted.
So what you're saying is you're gonna wait till after June next year and then get one.
I don't know. Maybe.
Why not? So, all right. So we're gonna hypothetical talk here.
Yep.
So the top 5 from least to greatest here.
This is top 5 consoles sold.
Yes. So number 5 is PlayStation 3. I guess actually in the long stream, because it used to be Xbox 360, then PlayStation 3, but they switched places. So PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii, PlayStation, and then PlayStation 2. This is not including portables. That handhelds, which Switch is one. It is a handheld, which is stupid that there's going to be a successor to the DS or 3DS. Is the rumor? Yeah, it's another conversation. But all right, but PlayStation 3 is at 83.8 million. Will the PlayStation 4 outsell this? I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
360 is at 84 million. Will they surpass this? I'm voting yes.
Yes. Because we still have a couple years. They might not all
we still
be
have
good, but
I think this through June next year is going to be their big push. I think they could do another 10 to 20.
You think so?
Yes. So, and this brings us to the next question. Wii, 101 million or 101.63 million. Do you think they'll surpass it? I'm saying yes.
If you're saying that
I think so.
This next 12 months is going to be as big of a push as what you think,
look at all the games and the games still coming out on PlayStation 4.
Then
I'm saying yes.
If you think so, then I'll go ahead and jump on and say yes.
But here's and this is a small window. PlayStation 1, I don't think they'll surpass PlayStation 1.
Well, if just so
it's close though.
So Wii is 101.6, PlayStation is 102. Let's call it 5. That's
still significant.
Almost a million.
I think I was gonna say I think they have another 10 to 20 million. I really think they'll surpass Wii. I don't think they have that extra bump. I don't think they have the extra bump.
You think so? They'll pass Wii, but they'll be a few 100,000 short.
Yes.
Of PlayStation.
I think as you're getting close is when we'll have our announcement of the next console. Or when you'll start to see the decline. I think there's obviously still going to be sales, but I think you'll start to slowly see the decline at that point.
Now, what about the mad rush for people wanting to buy PlayStation 2s in South America for the new FIFA,
Yeah. Well, I mean in Brazil there is a huge export or import problem.
Dude,
the Sega Master System was like the console there for almost the entire 90s.
Well, that's a good console.
Yeah. with the bad version of Ultra Beast, which a bad version of Ultra Beast.
I was thinking of
Isn't
Genesis.
There
I was thinking of Genesis.
No. Yeah, I'm saying pre-Genesis, which Genesis came out in '89, I think. So
I don't know.
I think it's '89.
That's all I remember playing on growing up. Those were my fond memories.
I love Genesis. So I think it's going to be PlayStation. Actually, is the new FIFA coming out on PlayStation 2? I don't think it is.
I thought they announced that at E3, right? Or no, they didn't announce it, but I think we looked it up, and they said it was going to be on PlayStation 2.
That's ridiculous. I know Just Dance 2019 is going to be on Wii and 360, and it's for Kinect.
Ooh.
The new, what's funny? So is the 2K19 NBA is on 360 and it has Kinect support. And I saw that. I'm like, you don't even have Kinect support on one. Why would you put it on? But I think they worked out before they kind of stopped supporting it. I think they worked out more of the bugs on 1.0 Kinect versus 2. I think 2 had more problems.
Really?
Which, yeah, I actually, other than the fact that you feeling like somebody's like always watching you, just because I'm a crazy. But like, I like the idea of like how Xbox wanted the all like you can do all these different things and that you could just be like I'm going to stream, and I want to connect the
Yeah.
you record me as I'm streaming, or I can Skype you real quick, Xbox Skype, as half your Xboxes just turn on, the few people that have Connect. But like, you can, I could Skype you real quick and be like, yo, bro, get on, and then get on, or actually, hopefully have it. It was like that step forward and like, okay, we're going to make this a normal thing. And then it just didn't happen. Like it wasn't, I don't think, marketed and implemented correctly. And then beyond that, there's just too many, software-wise, too many problems.
When I got my Xbox One,
Did you trade it? Or you still have it?
I still have it, but I had the option.
I don't have a Connect.
I had the option of getting it with the Connect or without, and I chose without because it was
really?
it was
Okay.
It was like $50 cheaper, or maybe a little more. I don't remember. Oh, you know what?
No, you bought it a lot later.
What the heck am I even saying? I didn't even buy my Xbox. I'm just making stuff up now.
It was what you were debating to do, and then Leslie bought it for you, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I was looking at Xboxes, and I didn't even tell Leslie I was doing this, but I was looking at Xboxes.
I mean, she's not dumb.
She went to Cody.
Oh, did she? Okay.
She was like, "What should I buy Kyle for Christmas?" And he was like, "Why not?
Get him an Xbox.
Xbox."
That's a safe answer. So,
But, no, I wouldn't have gotten the Kinect just because I know I would not have used it.
Yeah.
It's not a Kinect.
Versus now, if we were thinking about doing Let's Plays, it would have been a great idea to have the Kinect, but it probably wouldn't have worked right. I just have the gut feeling.
We would have had a bunch of problems.
So, where's your money going? I'm saying it's going to be the third best selling console of all time.
If it beats the Wii, I think it could beat PlayStation.
I think it could. I don't think it's going to.
But do I think it will necessarily beat the Wii? I don't necessarily think so.
I just hope it does. I hate the Wii sitting there.
I think it will beat PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Most definitely.
But the Wii sold so much because a lot of families with kids.
Well, even think of the fact that even like therapeutic centers and stuff like that for therapy we're doing it. The fact that grandma and grandpa know Wii by name. You know what I mean? Like, and they're not gamers, They don't even play. They're not even like gamer like casual gamers that play like Candy Crush on their phone. They're not even those people.
Nope.
But when I forgot what grandpa, was it his knees he had surgery on?
Yes.
And then for him, like, they were doing like bowling and stuff like that to help his movement with his pelvis and his knees and stuff.
It got to the point that whenever grandma and grandpa would come over, I think it was grandma would want to play Wii bowling with us.
Are you being serious? I had already moved.
I think so, if I'm remembering that right.
That's crazy. You know what's funny once is I alone was over at grandma and grandpa's, and for whatever reason grandma was talking about DirecTV. And she's like, she goes, Pop, he's got to have his NFL ticket. I'm like, and then I made the comment like, man, how much you guys pay for NFL ticket? I'm like, you guys could just buy a PlayStation 3 and get the NFL ticket app, and you guys could save it's like half the price. Just have the app, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then not have all the other garbage. And she goes, no, don't encourage that.
What?
Well, I think it's just one more thing for him to kind of get lost in.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. So here we've got a little shindig we kind of wanted to go over with you guys for episode 1 here. Kind of a
big year.
Yeah, we kind of just wanted to go over 2018 in general, and we're gonna kind of just highlight some games that have come out, what's coming, what we want to play, and just kind of touch on some of these games here. So. Some of the games that have already come out this year that I think are big games, and feel free to interject or stop if you've played them, or if have any thoughts or opinions. But we'll start right at the beginning of the year and just make our way down. These are only just big titles that I thought were highlights or could be shout-outs. So the first big one of the year, and I think it is a big one. I didn't necessarily play it, not my type of game, but Monster Hunter World. That, dude, I remember that. All of a sudden, like, everyone I knew was playing it, except me. Of course, everybody's like, you got to play it. I'm like, look,
No.
I'm playing Fallout from how many years ago? No.
When I was younger, I got one of the Monster Hunters on PSP.
Those were the ones I actually cared for. The ones in DS I didn't care for.
Now that I'm older, I just give me something with a good story, and I'll just play it till
World
no
man
end.
now.
So when World came out and I knew it had a story, I actually went through every Monster Hunter World game. I didn't play them or buy them, but I went through to see which ones had stories. The first one that had like an actual story was 4. So I went ahead and bought 4 on the DS, but I have not.
I heard the stories like,
Haven't played it.
I heard the stories like, hey, you, go over there and do this.
Okay.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm done with stupid grindy games.
I'll try it. I won't guarantee that I'll enjoy it.
Actually, you know what's kind of crazy about this? Is that, and I felt really bad for Capcom, because I ever since Resident Evil 7 last year and Monster Hunter World, because for a while, Capcom was actually even for sale.
Really?
Yeah, because they just weren't, I don't think they were doing well.
Because do something new.
But Kyle, Street Fighters. Don't you want to play
Street Fighter?
No. You specifically hate Street Fighter 2. that continues being re-released on everything. And you go, here's a new version of it. What'd you do to it? We took away a character. That just sounds like something they would do.
But don't you want Super Mega Turbo Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
No, I just want
Alpha?
Super Bros on Patreon. Jesus. But I was really excited that they did well, but I felt really bad because Monster Hunter World on PC finally released. It took a little bit longer, and there was the retention rate, like a lot of people dropped off the game. I don't remember what came out or what it was, but a lot of people just dropped off. Yeah, and their stocks dropped a little bit, and it was like it just looked really bad on the company that like they dropped so many points, and for a company that I think did like RE7 and Monster Hunter, which were just successes for Capcom, and I think moving in the right direction. I was sad to see that. So we'll keep going here. The City of Final Fantasy NT, which I'm sure isn't a good game, but I love Final Fantasy and that there is some like weird story around it. So it's one of those things that I own and haven't opened. Like the next game, Shadow of the Colossus, which I really do want to get around to playing. This one isn't a huge title, but I put it on here, Kingdom Come Deliverance, because it got such a buzz.
I have heard of it, but I don't know too much.
So it's a medieval style game, but like an actual medieval, not like a fantasy where you have powers and stuff. And it takes place, I forget the time period, obviously like a medieval time period, but in Bohemia. And people got so bent out of shape because there wasn't any black people in the game. And the creators came out and said, but it was very, very rare at that time period to see black people or people of color.
They were just making it historically accurate.
As best as they could. And people got way bent out of shape. I mean, make your own opinions, but like the guy and the guy who heads the studio is also kind of stubborn though too. So he kind of like lashed back.
Ooh.
Yeah, and so like it just wasn't like this. Even though I think he's right, so I don't know if he handled it appropriately. I didn't look too much into that to I think really form a strong opinion. I just remember seeing it go down. I'm like, man, this is not good on like either side. But beyond that, there's Metal Gear Survive. Sea of Thieves. which was supposed to be like Microsoft's like hurrah. And you know what's funny is I got really excited about it because I liked all the kind of like promotional stuff they were doing for it. And I'm not really a pirate guy, so I wasn't like over excited. But I mean, I even had the Sea of Thieves hard drive, the Sea of Thieves controller, all the merch, everything that they had for it was super cool, and I really liked it. But man, did it like I feel like it fell on its face when it came out.
Yeah.
I
only know one person that played it.
I actually knew quite a few, and I knew people were like stupid excited for it. I even know a guy who actually had like a little pirate party for himself. Like,
oh no!
Like bought like the Crown Royal, I think. Like like booze and stuff too. Like it literally was like, we're doing it, but I wasn't surprised because they even kind of said it's just a big open world for you to create your own stories. And I'm like, and people are like, there's nothing here. I'm like, yeah, because you were supposed to create it. And all the people who really enjoyed it were the ones I think who kind of were like my friend who kind of got wrapped in the character.
Bought it knowing what to expect, almost.
They hyped it up for themselves.
Okay.
It's a No Man's Sky situation to where like I'm walking No Man's Sky, and people are like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, where did you see that? Where did you see? That's when like people No Man's Sky came out. It was empty, and this is obviously before the new update, which I'm really proud of those guys for kind of doubling down.
I don't know anything about the new update.
It's supposed. Well, they finally released it on Xbox One. And they added multiplayer. Because remember, before they're like, you're probably never gonna see somebody.
Yeah, I do remember.
But then when they first came out, they're like, you could though, and they danced around things too much. I'm like, no. You're basically saying, and people did the opposite. They're like, wait, so you're saying there's a chance, and that they take the Dumb and Dumber, and I and I'm not trying to make fun of people, but I think my expectations were very tempered. They are coming back around. There's more content coming out. I mean, good for them. So
I might actually play it.
When I ever decide to sign up for Game Pass, I'll try it. I'll try it more. I dabbled with it for a minute.
Game Pass.
Do you have Game Pass?
Yes.
I don't.
No, I'm
stupid and still buy games at full. Or wait for them to go on sale.
I've only played one game on Game Pass, but I do have it because I like the concept. I do too. State of Decay 1. So I was like, I'm gonna play.
Awesome game.
The first one before the second one comes out, and then
we'll get into that too.
I think I got wrapped up in this.
Oh, well, here let's make our way down. So we have A Way Out, which I kind of want to do like a let's play with you on like A Way Out. So I'm really that got good reviews.
I've been wanting to play it, but I can't play alone.
Yeah. Well, when you want to, if you have it, I'll come over and play with you.
Okay.
And then we'll videotape it or something. Ninokuni 2, Ninokuni 1 is awesome. Ninokuni 1 is like Pokemon, like Sony's Pokemon. Ninokuni 2 is more like Tales. The Tales games.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's just action RPG, which is cool.
Good.
Yeah, story's really good. I hear the first one's better than the second, but Far Cry 5, which we already kind of touched on, really awesome, but it's Ubisoft. Or Ubisoft, whatever you want to call it. Yakuza 6, just more Yakuza, which is really crazy. I kind of want to start getting into Yakuza.
Me too.
Which Yakuza 0. Here, we'll jump back to it. God of War. Now I haven't played it yet because I buy games that are on sale. And it's still actually Sony's having a really, really good sale right now, but it's still not.
That's what I've heard. I haven't looked at it.
There's a lot of good games, but now that you and I have kind of jumped ship to Xbox, you just go, oh great, oh wait, nah, I'll wait till that way I can play it on my X. Yeah, do you want to give us a quick?
I have. I don't know. So a lot of people went crazy for God of War.
10 out of 10, like almost everywhere. 9 out of 10 too.
I played it. I enjoyed it. I had fun. As soon as I beat the game, as soon as I beat the main story, there were still a lot of things I could do, but I chose not to.
So it doesn't have like that Game Plus. You know what I mean? Where you feel like you can go back in the world and keep.
Well, no,
playing.
that's the thing. As soon as the game ends, there's like a cutscene and everything. As soon as the cutscene ends, it goes right back to the game. Like it, not like where, like the cutscene ends and it's like a quick black and like fade to black cut kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It ends and then you're still
cutscene ends and then you're immediately like in game, and it's just
I'm kind of okay with
do
that.
whatever you want. There's all kinds of side missions I hadn't touched, but I was just like, I don't know, I'll do it.
You're done.
Do it
yeah.
one day, maybe.
There's too many things to play, man. Like, it's funny how many games I own, and I really mean to like. I should just play one game, and then go. Okay, what game should I purchase next?
I also, real quick,
I have that.
I think my feelings for God of War are a little jaded because that was the game I decided to start like recording my gameplay, and I was throwing it up on the internet. But like it was just so stressful because I was trying to learn all this stuff, and I wanted my videos to be absolutely
versus just kind of enjoying
perfect.
it. Yeah.
So like the first half was like a job, and then I was like, man, this is way too much for like. So I was like in the middle of work trying to do this. It's like, this is way too much time right now. I just want to enjoy games. So I put away all the recording stuff, and then I played like the second quarter or the last quarter of the game without recording, and that's when I actually started enjoying it. But then by then, I was like 75% done with it.
Yeah. What should be episode 20, The thing I'm really confused to is the thought of like, because how we said we're like chronological like nightmares. I hate the thought of it being storyline wise the end of it, but it's also a reboot. Like it exists at the end of all the games, but it's such a cut though in the series that you can play it as one. Like because it almost feels like like it's like
because everything is
like
new,
fresh.
Everything is
fresh.
new enough to where if you've never played a God of War, I would definitely say jump into it because it's
kind of like how the new Doom is too. Like it technically is like the last game of the series, but it is a cut to where like it's not tied to I mean, other than like just like very very simple things.
Yeah,
it's a new start to the series.
Yes, as long as you know that Kratos is a god, maybe just like
he's a giant
things.
Jerk and a murdering dude.
Not in this game.
Oh really? Okay.
Well, he's still somewhat of a jerk to his kid, but
boy. So this is DLC, but I mean, I put it down because it might as well be a game. Elder Scrolls Online Somerset. I know people really love that. All right, so State of Decay 2. Mm-hmm. So I actually bought it day of getting ready to finish Fallout.
Game Pass, it's free.
No, I had to get all the bonus tchotchkes with it. I wanted to own it because it came with this cool case and whatever.
Okay,
I'm so dumb. But like I bought it as I'm wrapping. I was replaying Fallout 3, and I knew I was wrapping it up, and this game was coming out. I thought, oh, what a great time! I'm gonna buy this, finish Fallout, and then start playing State of Decay. And so I buy it, thinking like, it's just gonna be State of Decay 1, but better and more. And then like all the reviews start coming out. I'm like, oh no. And it got like really bad reviews. And so I started reading about I didn't really get hot reviews. And like there's certain things that I got added to the game. I was like, oh, that's not what I really want out of it. And so it's now one of those games that's sit on my shelf that like I'll get to. And I really mean that because I really do want to play it. But like it is hit that.
Yeah.
Versus like Far Cry, it was on my shelf, but it's like I really, really, really want to play Far Cry 5. Now that's kind of starting to take a dip back, but Mario Tennis Aces, which apparently was a big disappointment to a lot of people. Actually, I really want to play this game. It looked really charming, but the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, which is basically it's a demo prelude into
Strange. No.
Yes, Life is Strange 2.
Life is Strange.
2.
2.
2, correct. So there's Before the Storm, Life is Strange 2, which I never really got into. Just because I haven't played them. I actually think I'm gonna love them, but I really want to play this.
Fun and enjoyable.
Yeah, I like those adventure narrative-driven games.
Mm-hmm.
The one game that I think is the pillar on Switch right now, Octopath Traveler, which basically just seems like old school Final Fantasy.
I'm afraid it's not going to have a story.
It was it has 8 stories.
They boast that there's stories,
but just not like.
But like, I don't think they're going to be that. Like, it's not going to entice me.
Yeah. And then we actually had 2 more Yakuzas come out. We had Yakuza 0, which is your prequel, and Yakuza 3, which is a remake. And I actually might jump into 0.
0.
Yeah, because it looks really awesome.
I want to do the same thing. I have, I think, 3, 4, and 5.
I bought, the only one I have, I think, is Kiwami, which is a remake of 1.
I might have that one, too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's like the little girl on the front with the 2 guys' faces. Yeah.
I buy them whenever they're on sale on PlayStation.
Terrible. And then one that I'm actually kind of been waiting for, huge Walking Dead series fan of the games. I played 1 and 2. I didn't play the last season.
Same. Because
I always wait till they're all out, and then I play them. But as that season was going on, I had heard about something in it, and I was like, ugh. Something kind of got said, and I was like, oh, I didn't like it. And so I'm like, oh, I'll wait. And then I heard that there was going to be one more final season. I'm like, I'll just wait. So I'm excited this is out, but I'm going to wait. And I've heard good things about this episode. So, all right. And then real quick, we're going to kind of go over what's to come and just what we're excited for. We won't spend a lot of time on it. So up front is Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man is my for the entire year is my most hyped game.
I'm gonna play it day one.
Oh man, and like I said, if I don't get the 500 console, I am getting the Spider-Man one. And I was saying it before it happened.
Yes, you were.
Man, Tomb Raider, I'm also really excited about. I'm actually think I'm gonna get that too, probably day one and play it.
I'll get it maybe a couple months down the road.
I want it really bad. I love the Tomb Raider games. Man, their reboot is probably one of the greatest games made.
They are fun.
Valkyria Chronicles 4, for people who are into that. Life is Strange, we just kind of touched on episode 1, starts late next month. Forza Horizon 4, if people are into it. Mega Man 11, which looks really cool. I'm not a big Mega Man fan, but like it's a 2.5.
Okay, I like that.
Some people like it, some people don't.
We'll see.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I know you played. Last year's
Origins.
Yeah.
I've played every Assassin's Creed game, but
I'm sorry.
To be fair, my favorite.
I probably should go back and play, especially now that I like Far Cry and Watch Dogs. It's like what?
My favorite ones were 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations.
Did you go back to 2 though when it came out on current gen?
I will.
I had a lot of people that were like diehard 2 people, and then they went and played 2, and it came the new gen. They're like, "This isn't what I remember."
Yeah,
it's almost like the Halo button on like. She's like, "It looks so beautiful. Like this is exactly what I remember." Then you push the button, you're like, "That's not what I remember."
But I am one of the few people that thoroughly enjoy Assassin's Creed 1.
That's what ruined it for me.
I recently, a couple months ago, went back and played it.
All it is a polished turd.
100% of it.
Oh my god! I remember when you told me you found all the little birds or whatever.
All the flags.
Or flags, yeah. What is birds? Is watched. I don't know.
420 of them.
Stupid. There's Super Mario Party coming out on Switch, which I'm sure will be fun. Mario Party games are always fun to me.
Yeah, but they're fun.
Yeah, they're just fun arcade games. Every year I hype myself for WWE.
I stopped by.
Last year I thought was bad, or at least the career mode was bad. But
yep.
I'm losing the words. Help me out here.
Are you talking about the
GM mode?
Oh, it's gonna have GM mode
and universe mode.
Oh,
I know.
Oh, okay.
So I want to do Let's Plays where me and you face each other in Raw and SmackDown.
Oh man. Okay.
We're doing it.
Okay, I'm definitely going to buy it now. But I was considering buying it just for the whole, if you pre-order it, there's a chance you could play against AJ Styles, and if you beat him, you get $1 million.
Oh, he's really good at games.
That's what I've heard.
He does this thing on Up Up Down Down where it's called Retro Styles, and it's where he goes to like retro video game stores because he's a huge retro game fan. The story mode, they actually bringing back a story mode this year, and it's the career of Daniel Bryan, and it starts in like 2002 when he made an appearance on SmackDown as Daniel Bryanson fighting John Cena, like gangster John Cena.
What?
Yeah, when I saw that I was like. I got really excited.
Yes. So it's
gonna be good this year. I hope.
In case you didn't know, if you pre-order it, everyone who pre-orders it gets put into a raffle. One person gets drawn out of that raffle.
Oh, that's how it works.
And they will like get. I don't know if they get flown there, but they play one match against the actual AJ Styles.
Look, AJ, you're not that far away. You're in Gainesville, Georgia. Right, you're a state. Just fly down, man. Come on, I'll take you on. We'll take you on right here at the Vibe Recording Studio. You're not fooling anybody. I'll beat you, and I'll buy you lunch if you beat me.
If you're able to beat AJ in the game, then
WWE hands you a check for $1 million.
Yeah,
you make it out of the Tad Rising. You can get started now on that. Call of Duty, which I'm actually not excited for this year. No story, no play. The World Ends With You remix, which is I think actually a remake for the Switch, which is exciting.
It's supposed to be good.
It's literally like Kingdom Hearts Hip Hop World.
Yeah.
Which sounds pretty cool. Lego DC Super Villains, which I think looks hysterical.
I love Lego games.
They're amazing. Actually, for whatever reason, I'm super excited for Soul Calibur 6 this year.
I'm not good at fighting games.
Neither am I, but Soul Calibur is amazing. That's one of those games you can be bad at and still have a lot of fun. Battlefield 5, I think looks amazing, but the head of EA, who just left, said that pre-orders are like extremely down for Battlefield 5, which I think is really disheartening because Battlefield, I think, is like one of the pillar shooters out there.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
But it's not historically accurate this year. Having a woman with a bionic arm in World War II, it's a video game. Get over it. It's a freaking video game. It's not bionic. She has like a prosthetic arm, but it's not. It's not what it would. But it's not the way it would have been in the 30s or 40s. It's stupid. It's a video game. Get over it. And I think they're doing bad because literally a few days later, Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. And it's going to eat everybody's lunch.
Yep.
And that's why I'm worried about even Fallout coming out later, is Red Dead getting in the way. Overkill's The Walking Dead, which Overkill made the House of Dead series games, and they also do Payday.
Okay.
Which they make good games, but I've heard from people that are influencers and have played this game, like your IGNs and stuff like that, that this game is not looking good.
Really?
I know, because the trailers look amazing, but it's kind of like a Left 4 Dead, Walking Dead, which I didn't get that originally, but I'm a little disappointed about that. Hitman 2, which is not my kind of thing, but the last Hitman did really well, and people really like it. And IO Interactive, when they left Square was nice enough to actually give them their title, along with their departure. And I forget who's putting it out now, but I'm happy that they are moving forward.
Yeah.
And make more because I know people love that game. Fallout is literally, even though I'm really excited for Spider-Man, I'm a Fallout first person. I'm literally once this was announced, my entire year was then rearranged to fit Fallout, including moving and everything has been focused around Fallout. That's me, my gaming year, but I really fear for it sales-wise because of Red Dead. I think it'll be a fantastic game, even though it's a different game.
Real quick.
Yes.
Ask away. How much do we know about Fallout 76?
Well, they just did QuakeCon, 2 weeks ago? And they gave us a lot more info.
Oh, okay. Because I was playing Fallout 3, and on a computer terminal, it talked about Vault 76.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well,
it's the first vault that opens.
Yeah. And I when I came across it, I was like, oh my God, what did I just find? I just found something. But, after I read it, I was like, oh, the whole internet probably knows about this already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Welcome, Kyle. So we won't go into too much of that, people. And my other kind of anticipated game, but really it gets really pushed down because of Fallout, is Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, which I am really excited. I was just telling Kyle I actually sold my Switch. I had the boring gray Switch with the gray Joy-Cons. That Kyle and I aren't huge Nintendo people. They make great games, but we're just not huge in the Nintendo versus PlayStation, Xbox. But I didn't play it. Pokemon was the reason I even bought the Switch originally, but I wanted the extra money to put towards the new PlayStation, that the limited edition. So hopefully I'm gonna use that money. And then when there's a limited edition Monster Hunter one in Japan that I think I'm gonna try and score prior to this coming out, because you can find them on eBay pretty regularly. Yeah. Darksiders 3. I played Darksiders 1. It's a good game. I'm not excited for it. I'm happy for those people. I'm excited that it's a property that's come back after THQ going under.
I've played 1. I want to play 2 because I think it's better, So I'm excited for 3.
I never played 2. After playing 1, I was kind of done.
Yeah.
It was enough for me. Just Cause, which is Avalanche Studio, who's also doing Rage, which I'm actually more excited for.
Yeah.
I'm a Bethesda guy. So once again, what it's beyond talented studio. They make kind of zany, crazy games.
Yeah.
So I am excited for this, but I'm more excited for Rage, which is next year. And then right at the end, you have Super Smash Brothers, which once again, it's a game I'll probably play, but I don't get into it like other people. I'm excited that there is another Smash for those people who
enjoy it.
Yeah, especially the fact that it has like everyone plus now.
They
just announced more.
Cool.
It's the Mortal Kombat Armageddon for like.
That's my favorite Mortal Kombat.
Such a great game. So, but hey, I think it's a good place to end it. We had a lot of. This has been a beefy episode. I think we even a little over an hour there.
Yeah.
But if you like what you saw, feel free to go to our, like you said at the top of the show, feel free to go to our Facebook page, give us a like, send us a message. We're always looking for advice, comments, things you guys, do and don't like. Send us a message. You can even do that on Patreon. You can send us a message there where Kyle and I can message back to you. Or even more importantly, if you want to contribute or be a part of the show, we're all super friends here. Feel free to become a backer, and then that helps us in more ways to create more content here, more episodes, just to grow, because hopefully we really want to make this a full-time thing for you guys.
Yep.
To where literally Monday through Friday we're,
busting things out.
Yeah. Just literally, 9 to 5 creating content for you guys. So hopefully we'll get there one day. And Kyle, this has been awesome.
It's been fun.
We'll see you guys on the other side.
Wait, has it been super?
It's been very super.
Oh.